Ooh, okay, question. Here we go. Built like a bag of bricks and I want to start working out more, but I feel like I never have the drive to do so, even though I wanna. Okay, here's how I feel personally. This is my opinion. I think you want the end result. You don't want any of the work that comes with it, right? I think that's the way it works. You don't want to start working out more. You just want to not be built like a bag of bricks. And you know that unfortunately it takes doing stuff that you don't want to do to get there, right? That means you have no habit built around it, and you've never learned to like it. So the thing to focus on is changing that. Learn to like it or find ways to achieve that you might like more. For example, maybe you hate the gym. Okay, try to get into a hobby that has you going outside and doing shit that is good for you, but maybe it's not like working out at the gym because maybe you just hate that so much. For me, hiking, right? Always loved hiking. Hiking doesn't have to be like bouldering out in some rocks and shit. It's literally just finding a relatively easy trail and going for a really, really long walk that's not completely flat ground. It's a lot better for you than you think. Maybe you get one or two friends who might like to do that, or family members too. A lot of older family members like that sort of thing. And you just go out and do a long fucking walk. It's really good for you. Try things like that are maybe adjacent to it, or go and take a class so someone's holding you accountable, right? Some sort of class that has you doing something physical that you think you might like. Try shit out, because you know, just being like, I'd like to do this thing, but I know I wouldn't actually like to do this thing, I just want the result, means that you haven't found some way to achieve it that you like yet, right? So that's what I would advise to start with. And sometimes if you get into something physical, you can then learn to like the gym later, right? That's not so bad. That tends to be like a two-step, like a phase 2 of that, right? If that makes sense. Make sure you have synergy and stuff, bro. Yeah. God, I hate that. Hate that sentence. Ugh. But yeah, just try and find like a way to get to the end goal that's different. Because if the one that you're thinking of that you need to do isn't working out, it's hard to just make it work out, right? You could do something like have an accountability buddy too if you want to keep on the gym thing, because you don't want to go outdoors, which is totally valid and fine. You know, going with a friend who has a similar goal and being like, all right, fuck it, every Monday we're going at this time. Start small, like weekly or something. That could also help. Or, obviously this takes funds. You go to a gym and you tell them you want a trainer because you know you're realistically not going to get yourself to do it and you need accountability. They will understand. They know that struggle because they literally work at a gym and they deal with people buying memberships and never coming back all the time. They get it. So get a trainer and see if you can find, you might have to go through some different ones, but see if you can find one that actually you like, you know, you enjoy. And that helps. That helps. Yeah. That's only if you can afford that though, right? That's definitely that's a maybe for some people. You said something that helped for you was converting the normal activity of being at a desk all day to being at a standing desk all day. You were not even used to tiring yourself out at all. Yeah. I think something that helps people is actually getting into cleaning more. If you sit at a desk all day, and when you need to clean, that's when you clean. Like when you need to. Instead, be like, fuck it. You know, even if I don't need to, I'm gonna vacuum every day. I'm gonna wake up and do my chores because now you're doing something physically active. And it's not crazy, but it's something. So if you're starting from a place of like really just being very sedentary in your lifestyle, you got to do that, right? And I promise you, when you get up and do an activity and your computer's not on yet, so you're not in the I'm sitting at my computer desk hell yet, your brain will be more likely to be like, why don't I also do the dishes? You know what, fuck it, why don't I also dust, right? Yeah, you cleaned your car the other day, right? Just pick something to do and try to get a daily physical task done that's cleaning related, because there's no reason why you can't just clean every day. Even if it doesn't really need it, like you could still just do it. And I think it's a good start. And a lot of people say, you know, when they do certain activities like that, like cleaning, let's say, to start their day, they're way more likely to be like, you know what, I also had to do that errand. Let me go outside, let me drive and go do it. Because they're up and moving and their body's like, they're in that mode already. Their brain is in the I'm getting tasks done mode as well. So it's a lot easier to get themselves to do that shit, right? Momentum, exactly like your daily momentum kind of thing. What's that one army dude who said, was it army? He said, you know, every day I wake up and I make my bed. I start with making my bed, and if I don't make my bed, then I will not be able to do my shit throughout the day.
If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task, and another, and another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made.
And it's kind of true, because you're starting with like getting something done, quote unquote. But I want to say, take a step further, because making your bed's a pretty short thing. Do that first, but then be like, I'm gonna vacuum. I'm gonna do it, right? But yeah, I think it's, I don't know, there are ways you can start to build momentum that you should probably implement. And then that can be like your gateway into being like, you know what? Maybe I'll stretch, right? Maybe, and I know it sounds so lame. Some people in the chat who maybe already work out are like, that's fucking nothing. But when you're starting from nothing, it's actually a lot, right? So, you know, you vacuum a room and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna sit on my floor and stretch. Woo! You would never do that if you just woke up and were like, walking in your kitchen to eat something and then sitting in front of your computer again, right?
Blessed yaps.
I think like a lot of this stuff snowballs, so it's good to just do the tiny things and try to build it, you know? Mopping is actually tiresome. I think cleaning your bathroom is goated. Having to like scrub grout in some tile or something. It's not a lot of exercise, but if you don't do anything, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good doing all the bathroom shit. Having to reach up and clean with glass cleaner, clean the mirror, things like that. Doing all these little things. It's making you move your arm very far upward, right? And your shoulder probably isn't used to doing that if you're just at your desk all day. Just these little things, getting yourself regularly doing them is a good gateway into maybe doing other healthy shit later, to be honest. The scales in the shower. When it gets so bad, you have to fill a cup with CI